Hey y'all, I'm David Muska. Nice to be here on the online telethon. Hope I can entertain you a little bit. If not, stick around for a little while. Maybe somebody good comes on. I'm going to do a couple songs that I wrote. And they say to write about what you know about, so I write songs about youth and stupidity and getting drunk. Basically, I write two stories because I'm not creative enough to make this stuff up. This is a true story. Me and a buddy of mine lived through a while back. It's called The Ballad of the Amateur Hobos. I was sitting at home on a Friday night, watching TV, drinking Schaefer Light, when a friend called up and said he had a good idea. He was working for the railroad in Sanderson. They made him drive the boom truck to San Antonio, and he left his pickup truck just sitting out there. He wanted to know if I wanted to go and ride the rails like a couple hobos, and I said, we're gonna need more beer. So we grabbed a six-pack and we headed on down to the train yards on the east side of town, looking for a train that was pointed out that way. We were ducking the guards when one came by. Turns out we happened to know that guy from high school. Well, the plan was to hop a priority train, one that don't stop till he gets where it's going, take a 6-hour nap, and wake up all refreshed. But the best laid plans of mice and men turn around and bite you in the ass again, and he said, the last one's left. So we looked around for an empty box car. We hopped aboard, but we didn't get far. Stopped on a side track halfway out of town. A 4-hour wait on this winter's night, getting the chills and a little frostbite, and the beer's gone. So we finally feel those rumbling wheels. We're going down a road on the ribbons of steel, and right now, that's all it takes to make me smile. Sit back and relax, we're cruising now. This train ain't stopping for nothing, no how, for about 30 miles. We spent the night in the Hondo yards, but a good night's sleep was not in the cards. Suddenly I felt warm and I didn't know why. It's not what you think it is. Reluctantly I opened my eyes. There before me, to my surprise, the boxcar was on fire. Well, a real hobo had climbed aboard, set a fire to those tender floorboards with a total disregard for the status quo. We stomped out the fire and kicked him out, and I'm beginning to have some serious doubts. The train's gonna get us where we need to go. Ta 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 do 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 choo 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 do 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 do. Making our way 10 miles at a time, hitting every siding that's a part of this line. The sun comes up, we're only halfway there. Not a drop of water, not a bite to eat. I deal with the devil for a chunk of meat. Across the Bakewell Bridge about a mile away, I see a Texaco sign, plain as day, and I know they got a vending machine that can keep us alive. As I take that walk, smacking my lips at the thought of Fritos or potato chips, and it's all boarded up. So I hustle on back to that train from hell. As I pass the caboose, the conductor yells, "If you're riding this train, you better get back on." As the train pulls out, I run alongside like a scene from a movie. John pulls me aside. We're moving. After 18 hours of trouble afoot, we finally arrived, covered with soot, looking like we've been hobos for all of our lives. We roll off of that train and we wave goodbye to the crew. who was wondering why we climbed into a brand new pickup truck. It was an XLT, the top of the line, fanciest truck you could get at the time. As we drive off, it gets my mind, we're finally leaving this misery behind. But it was all worthwhile to see the look on their faces. True story. This is another true story about the same era of my life. It's called Mayport, 1969. Back in Mayport, Florida, in 1969, I had a brand new Mustang, and every road was mine. I was in the Navy, just back from Vietnam, where I just spent a half a year for apple pie and mom. I thought I was invincible when I drove 95, and when I pushed that pony car, she made me feel alive. One night me and three buddies were cruising down the road, hitting every bar and drinking everything they sold. Along that coastal boulevard I stopped at a red light. A 57 T-Bird pulled up on my right. Well, the driver looked at me and revved his motor like a dare, and I revved up and nodded. At the time I didn't care. When the light turned green I nailed it, mostly as a joke. There was no other traffic as our tires lit up in smoke. Now neck and neck we're flying, and if you believe this song, even in my drunken state, I knew that this was wrong. The next light was the highway that led back to the base, so I backed off and took a left, giving up the chase. When I looked in my rear view, I saw those flashing lights. My scrambled basic instincts told me to take flight. Back in those days, every movie had a big chase scene. The French Connection came to mind, Bullet, Steve McQueen. So I took evasive action down the first road that I saw, and snaked around that subdivision to evade the law. Pulled into a driveway, shut her down, and we all laughed. Sat there for a good long while to let that man unpass. Then wearily we looked around to find an escape route. Turns out the road we came in on was the only road back out. You kind of all see where this is heading, right? But it must have been a quiet time in Jackson Beach that night, 'cause every cop in town was waiting at the light. To shorten up this story, as I lay there on the ground, the pissed off cop that chased me was the one that laid me down. He said I was in trouble 'cause he almost rolled his car, and I remarked, I guess I'm just a better driver than you are. That was probably the wrong thing to say at the time. So I spent the night in handcuffs in the Jacks Beach City jail. Thank God for Navy lawyers, for that's where I'd get my mail. Thank God for Navy lawyers, for that's where I'd get my mail. Another true story. That's enough of those true stories for one. That's all I'm going to do now. So if y'all can donate a little bit toward the cause, be sure to do that. And if you don't, just listen to the other people coming up and enjoy the music. And by the way, kids, don't try that at home sober. Hope to see y'all around.